Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect scattered out the four corners of the earth. All right, I want to jump into a quick lesson. This is going to be concerning basically an update on the MOTB. Some information that's come across, some information in passing. You see things on social media, on these different platforms. You got TikTok, you got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All the information is all over. It's endless. And what we're seeing more lately is what we know as Bible prophecy. We are seeing these things, current events in the news. That's why the scriptures tell us to measure the times diligently in itself, because because eventually the things that we have been prophesying about, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, namely about the MOTB being the micro C-hip, these things will start to come to pass. You will eventually start to see the actual events concerning these prophecies take place. Okay, which are very exciting times that we're in this particular prophecy concerning the MOTB, with the micro C hip being implanted in your hand, in the hand on the forehead. We're actually starting to see this now. This, what I have pulled up here, is Elon Musk's company, Neuralink, and they they've been running human trials for the past couple months now. And again, this is what the scriptures is speaking of. This is the prophecy. This is the vision that John the Revelator saw, and that's written about in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right, so I got this quick video. I got another video that I want to show really quick, and then I got another article that I want to pull up that are showing the signs, showing these prophecies actually taking place right in front of our eyes. So we're living in very, very serious times, which is basically known as Bible prophecy, and we are able to measure the time so that we know, we can have a sense on when the end is. Okay, we've been seeing these wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, solar eclipses, the signs in the heavens. It's all happening. All right, and this is just another sign here. So I'm gonna play this video. It's only 30 seconds long, but it gives you a description how Elon Musk's company Neuralink implants their devices. All right, check this out.
Neuralink starts with a surgeon drilling a hole in your head about the size of a coin. Then a robotic arm carefully inserts the ultra-thin, flexible threads into your brain. These threads are finer than a strand of hair and are equipped with electrodes that directly interact with the cells in your brain. This implant is capable of interpreting your thoughts and applying them to real-life actions. Neuralink starts...
Right, so I'm gonna play it one more. It's only 30 seconds. I'm gonna play it one more time. But it's giving you, like, they're not hiding it anymore. This actual surgery is gonna be going mainstream at some point. Okay, because they're gonna have to implement it. All right, one more time. Check this out.
With a surgeon drilling a hole in your head about the size of a coin. Then a robotic arm carefully inserts the ultra-thin, flexible threads into your brain. These threads are finer than a strand of hair and are equipped with electrodes that directly interact with the cells in your brain. This implant is capable of interpreting your thoughts and applying them to real-life actions.
So it mentioned how, there's a hole drilled inside of the head, the size of a coin. There's a robotic arm that gets put, that takes the device, okay, and enters it into your brain, where these ultra thin electrodes connect with the cells in your brain, and it allows it to interact, and you know, and things can happen that way. It's all speaking about these micro this micro technology, very small pieces of technology, that goes inside of your hand and your head, that allows these you know, this technology to function within. All right, this is what transhumanism looks like. Okay, turning man into machine. Okay, this is what this world has to look forward to in the very soon and near future. All right, there's no if, ands, or buts. There's no, like I said, there's no if, ands, buts about it. It's not about if, it's about when. Okay, that's all it's about at this point. It's about when this thing is gonna take place. Okay. Now I also have this video. This is from the actual Neuralink YouTube page. Okay, and again, this is fair use. All right. This is just for the sake of edification. Okay, straight, just showing, you know, what they got going on. All right. But this man on the screen, I guess this is a Neuralink employee, and he's going to be doing basically a quick little interview with a Neuralink patient, who has the device in his forehead, and he's able to, you know, play chess and operate the computer with his brain. So check this out. I'm gonna play a few minutes of this, because it's very important to you know, what the men of the Lord are prophesying about, and it gives you some insight on how this thing is going to roll out and how it's actually going to work within men. All right, so check this out.
All right, we should be streaming live here. Hello, world. How's it going out there? My name is Bliss, and I'm an engineer at Neuralink. And I'd like to introduce you to the first ever user of the Neuralink device. And I think you're my only telekinetic friend that I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, not many more of those out there. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan.
He called him his telekinetic friend. Okay, showing you that he has merged this man with machine. All right. This thing is happening, man. All right.
I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5. So I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation or movement below my level of injury, so below my shoulders. Yeah, that about covers it, right?
Do you want to introduce some of your dogs here? Let me flip the camera so you guys can see. We got dogs all over the place.
Yeah, that's Montana. The one walking by is Gracie.
Gracie, come here.
Hi, Grace.
How's it going, Gracie? Yeah. All right.
This is what people did.
Yeah, they just here for the dogs. All right, yeah, so while he's been introducing himself, let me just flip the camera around so you can see what Nolan's been doing.
Yeah.
Let me come over here. Do you want to explain a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah, so I love playing chess, and so this is one of the things that y'all have enabled me to do, something that I wasn't able to really do much the last few years, especially not like this. I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all. It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through? And that was also done with your brain?
Yep. It's all brain power up there.
Can you explain a little bit just to people who maybe don't have any context on this field or what's going on here? How are you able to actually move the cursor?
Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating, like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward, back to. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on a cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to, which was such a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It really is. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
Do you want to briefly talk about a little bit, I guess, what have you been using this for outside of these sort of research sessions, or when you're just playing chess? What are some of the things you've been getting value from this from?
Yeah, so one of the first times y'all gave me complete control over this, I actually stayed up until, I don't know, like 6 a.m. playing Civilization 6. It was worth it, I guess is the best way to put it. It was awesome. I had basically given up on playing that game just because of how, it's a big game, and the amount of time that it takes to sit in on it it's just a lot, and I have to worry about a lot of things, getting pressure sores and things like that. So I just wasn't really able to play it as much as I wanted to, and y'all gave me the ability to do that again, and I played it for like 8 hours that day. So I do that. I
It's
read
like
sometimes.
6 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or
Yeah,
something. It's like,
it was a lot.
I'm giving you all my bad habits, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was awesome. So I did that. I read. I like learning languages. I'm learning like Japanese right now. I'm learning a bit of French.
Maybe for the audience who isn't.
So I'll just stop it there, for the sake of time. I mean, you get the gist of it. And some of the things that he mentioned. First of all, he's a quadriplegic, and what sticks out to you, if you're in the know, if you're in the spirit of understanding what this device is for, and you understand the idea of transhumanism and what Esau Edom's trying to do with society, then you can easily tell that he's going to entice people who are paralyzed, people who have mental disorders, and people who are diseased and sick, and who need this type of technology to give them a better quality, so-called better quality of life. Okay, because this is not a better quality of life. This is merging humans with machine, and taking that human element away from them. Okay, these people are going to suffer from, they're actually going to suffer from this technology. Okay, and they're going to be able to entice a lot of people. So they're going to hit people with many different ways, right? They're going to entice people to get microchip through their disabilities, due to the lack of ability to function in the society, due to not having either jobs or work, or because Esau is going to crumble. Esau is going to bring down this society to where people are going to feel helpless and hopeless without a means to survive. And that's why we're going to see this dollar crash. This is why we're going to see these CBDCs get set up. This is why all of these different things are going to happen, so he can roll out his device, this MOTB, the micro chip. Okay, and he's going to force this on a lot of people through necessity, through need, through the purpose of just mere survival. Okay, and you're not going to be, as the scriptures say, you're not going to be able to buy or sell or do anything without having this implanted inside of you. Okay. And then the engineer from Neuralink asked him, what else are you able to do? And he said, I can read. I'm starting to learn new languages, Japanese, all these different languages. And this is what you're going to be. You're going to be able to quickly learn these things and enhance on the things You know, much easier than sitting down in the classroom. Much easier than going sitting down in the classroom and learning a language from a teacher, or learning a skill, or, you know, again, any disability you may have, you know, using the technology to I guess, for the lack of a better word, cure your disease, or cure your malfunction or your disorder, or whatever it is that you have going on. This is how they're going to use the devices. Okay? And through the power and spirit of YAHAWASHI, this has been revealed unto the prophets, unto the men of the Lord. Okay, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar and all the elder apostles who have been pushing this prophecy concerning the MOTB for a very, very, very long time now. Okay, and at this point, it's undeniable. If you're denying that the MOTB is the micro C hip at this point, amen, the spirit is just absolutely not with you. Okay, the Lord is not dealing with you whatsoever. If the prophecy concerning this hasn't, you know, come upon you and resonated with your spirit, that this is what it is. All right. And before I get these couple scriptures that I want to bring out, I'm just going to read this article real quick. It's from this is actually an article that a brother put in the WhatsApp chat, lately.com. Just has a quick article from April 29th, which was yesterday, 2024. It says Elon Musk founded Neuralink company likely to get approval for general use in a year or two. Okay, so they're saying in a year or two, Neuralink will get approval to roll this thing out. Okay, we hope it's sooner than that. Okay, Lord willing, through the Spirit, is sooner than that. It says Elon Musk founded Neuralink is expected to get approval for general use in coming years. The Neuralink brain chip was successfully implanted in a patient recently, and this boosted the chances of the company getting this technology to more people. And then it says Elon Musk run Neuralink, the neurotechnology company Neuralink, recently had success implanting a brain chip into a human. The patient with the Neuralink brain chip made a full recovery and was able to control the mouse through thinking. Neuralink got approval for human trials recruitment in September, which was last September 2023, and the company surgically placed a Neuralink brain chip inside the brain's region to control the human's intention to move. Okay, and that this example, you know, this what they're talking is probably the guy just showed in the Twitter video. All right, it said, according to a source, Doge designer on X, Elon Musk's Neuralink company could get approval for general use in a year or two. The Neuralink brain chip is expected to treat autism, obesity, schizophrenia, and depression. So this, again, like I had mentioned, this Neuralink, the technology that comes along with this brain chip, is going to treat people's diseases, their disorders, okay? Anything that you really have going on that that people have been looking for cures for years, this technology is going to have an answer for it, okay? And this is a way that they're going to entice people, okay? Through guys like this, okay? They're going to see videos like this, and people are going to be enticed, okay? Check this out. Check out the comments in this video. It says, this is why I like this company. Okay, no editing, no intro, no cringy background music, just a video of a life of a person with made easier with Neuralink. So people are going to give this the time of day. They're going to approve. Now, there's a lot of people that's not going to approve it. There's a lot of people that understand that merging man with machine and implanting microchips, this ain't life. This ain't no way to live a life. Okay. It says, see this next comment. It says from this guy, Costa Phil H.O. It says, it gives superpowers to people. Okay, it streams at 240p. This girl says, holy cow, I'm so happy from him. Engineers working on this project must feel proud that this is helping someone in such an immense way. All right, the next one says, I love how genuine this video feels compared to literally any other video they could have made. Okay, this video Look at this. As someone who deals daily with patients who have neurological conditions, I'm so stoked because this could start the technological revolutions for patients with complicated motor condition skills. They say, so you see what it is. And even this one, let me just read this one more. It says, oh man, I was so skeptical of Neuralink. Now I'm super happy for this guy. All right. So at the end of the day, people are going to hop on board once they see so-called success stories like this. This is a success story in people's eyes because, if you're paralyzed and you get the opportunity to, have some sort of victory through putting a microchip in you, and you can actually do things that you weren't able to do prior to, being chipped, then it's a win. Okay, and people are gonna feel happy for you. You're gonna jump on board with it, and that's what it is. All right, so this is happening. The prophecy is coming to pass, and there's nothing anyone can say or do about it, because we know what it is. We know this is the MOTB for sure. Okay, no ifs, ands, buts about it. All right, now. This is Proverbs 1:10. It says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not, right? And this is going to be the ultimate sin right here at some point, marking yourself, because this is going to be you basically being branded with the beast's mark. Okay, this is going to be you choosing a side. All right, and we know what the scriptures say concerning, anyone who is looking to take that step, okay, and being branded with the beast. We know what the scriptures say about it. We know the judgment that comes along with this type of action, okay, because this is going to be the ultimate sin at some point. Okay, so the scripture says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. You don't want to consent just because people are so-called getting cured or getting an enhancement, a so-called enhancement in their life. You're not going to want to join yourself unto this. Okay, you're not going to consent because you see other people do it. You see other people so-called, having success with this. You're going to want to stay away from this. Okay. If you get enticed by something as wicked as this, do not consent unto it, because we know you're gonna be you got hell to pay, fire and brimstone, as the scriptures say. Okay. Now concerning what we saw here in the Twitter video, how they cut the hole in your head.
Neuralink starts with a surgeon drilling a hole in your head.
All right, drilling a hole in your head.
About the size of a coin.
Starts with drilling a hole in your head by the size of a cone. So not only in your head, but in your hand as well. Okay. It says, this is Revelation 16:2. It says, start at verse 1. It says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial on the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship the image. All right, so that grievous sore represents, what'll happen, because people think this is just, you're gonna get it and you're gonna be all good, but the aftermath of taking such a device, it's going to harm your body, okay, in a cancerous type of way. All right, let me real quick go to the word grievous and the blue letter, okay, G4192 paneros. Okay, so it says full of labors, annoyances, hardships, and this is the word grievous. Okay, that grievous sore, pressed and harassed by labors, bringing toils, annoyances, perils. All right, this is it says bad, of a bad nature or condition. Right, and then it says in a physical sense, diseased or blind, right? So in a physical sense, being diseased, you'll be, that grievous sore is you'll end up being diseased behind, putting a device inside you, because you're not supposed to. First of all, the scriptures tell us about not putting any marks or any graven, any marks, not to not to have any marks upon your body. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. But no cuttings in the flesh. Okay, no cuttings in the flesh. And that is including something like this.
Then a robotic arm
You're
carefully
not supposed to put a hole inside of your head so that you could put a device inside of it. Okay? Right? So that grievous sore represents, you know, something that will happen to you physically, as it says here, in a physical sense, diseased or blind. Physically, you'll be sored by putting a chip inside of you. Okay? It may look good. It may look good on the surface. You see a video like this, it may look good. You see someone who, you know, receives this. Okay? You see someone who receives this and it looks like a successful story and you think it's all good, but at the end of the day, it's not all good. It's actually the opposite. Okay? It's actually the opposite. All right? And I'll just close it out. I'll just go to Revelation 13 just to close it out, right? Revelation 13:16, it says that he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay, as we just watched, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. So we're looking at the device that John the Revelator saw, okay, that vision that he saw, okay, and that device will be used so that men can buy or sell, because that's ultimately what it comes down to. You're going to need this chip to buy or sell in these last days coming very soon, and without it, you won't have a means to survive. Okay, the only survival, okay, for those who don't take it, is going to be whether YAHAWASHI is with you or not. Okay, and if you haven't repented, if you haven't turned back to YAHAWASHI, or ultimately, if you just, the Lord doesn't have mercy on you and you're not a part of his elect, then you will suffer the wrath, the judgment that comes along with taking that mark. All right. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. As always, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.